How's it going?
Talk to me, man.
You good?
Yeah, good. Favourite tool brand?
Favourite tool brand, probably Makita.
Of course. Favourite boot brand?
Big boots.
Always. Favourite YouTuber?
Oh yeah, Ollie Gregson.
Welcome back, episode 27 of Learning the Hard Way. This week, we've been kicked out of our old yard. It's not all bad news though, because we've started a new project, we've invested and bought even more new kit, but first, the week kicks off in Cranley. It's Monday morning, been tearing around already, busy start to the day, and I've just popped over to see Jay and Sam, who are planting up that small new build job in Cranley that we did last week. So looking really good to get the plants in the ground. It's the stage of any project, regardless of size, where everything just comes together. Now, this was a very simple one, very simple brief, and what the client actually did is give us a few things that she'd like, the sort of level of maintenance she would like to incur, and a budget. So we then take all of that information and specify and supply the most appropriate plants. Nice simple approach, she's very happy. The garden now looks fantastic, and it's just a great way to inject life into what really was a pretty uninspiring environment. It's how a lot of new build developers leave their gardens, which of course is a shame. But heading back to the office now, we've got Finn and Will on yard duties again today, so hopefully getting the last bits moved over from the old yard, working on a bit more shelving, racking, sorting, just being as productive as possible to try and get this move over the line.
We're heading over to the old yard, hoping to completely empty it by the end of today, as we continue to move into the new yard. So yeah, a bit of a clean up. We moved most of the important stuff really, you know, machines and tools and stuff. Now it's kind of just tidying it up for the owner. I'm picking up the last of the bits and bobs for us. But yeah, it might be the last kind of working day there, which is pretty crazy. Obviously, Hardwood's first proper yard. But yeah, the expansion was needed, so onwards and upwards.
Poetic, this guy, God.
Don't worry about it, mate. I'm a commentator. Get me on Sky Sports. We're taking our label off of this space, basically. It's about all we've got in terms of sign writing in the yard, so it's becoming very official. I want you to just give him a hand. And there she goes. Will, we can probably put that in the bag. Oh right, keep it nice and clean. Footwell or seats? Oh yeah, I forgot you said. Nah, it's not even closed on my side. That has to go in the back.
Put it in the front.
We'll just put it in the back and make sure it's protected. With the sign out, mate. Yeah.
All this stuff can go on into the skip. All this softwood timber, this can stay. Well, not stay, as in that can go to the new yard. Pretty much everything here can come on and go over. Yeah, these can all be kept. I don't know what that is, but we'll keep it. Ah. Hey, what the hell, Finn?
Yeah. What's that?
Guinness glasses.
There's a shortage of these as well in the UK. Flog them. I love that.
Oh, nearly there. The guys are going to get everything done today, aren't you? Yeah, they are. All the last bits moved over, except for, you can see the sort of the last of the materials that we've kept. These are all the sort of bits that are definitely useful and of value. All of the sort of really budget odds and ends we've been pretty ruthless with and just got rid of. So this will be the sort of final little push. But getting there, my little car needs to get out the rain. That's a shame. But yeah, it's all happening. Right, back to the new yard.
There it is. What do you reckon? Is that the permanent spot? I think it looks pretty good there. I did think it would look more kind of powerful higher up and in this green, but I don't know, maybe it's a bit extra to be drilling into the farmer's barn. But yeah, there we go. All feeling extra official now. Labelled the new space. So yeah, take a look around, it looks great.
Made it, end of Monday. There's more over here, but it feels like we've gone backwards. Oh. But yeah, old yard is pretty much empty. Very, very nearly there. The guys had a good bonfire to wrap up the day, so that's good. We have just got a load more stuff to find homes for. So as you can see, we've added another story so far to our little rack over there. Probably get another one tomorrow. But yeah, all in all, pretty good Monday.
Nice.
Ooh. They for me?
Yeah.
What a jam. Cheers, mate. Landscaping is like a bag of pick and mix, because like a bag of pick and mix, when you turn up on site, you don't know what you're going to get. You could be on the shovel, you could be on the rake, you know. But thank you very much. Gonna shed a tear now. Yeah. Quite overwhelmed.
It's Tuesday. Hopefully, later on, we're going to be taking delivery of yet another new vehicle. The guys are over there loading up. It's going to be a busy week, and our new yard move is going pretty well. So, busy afternoon at the yard. As you can see, my car is nice and clean. It'll be temporary, but I've got meetings in the morning. Always turn up to a new job or a meeting in a clean van. The guys we're starting a new little job tomorrow. It's on a new build development. We're putting in some parts for them. So the guys are all loading up for that now. So the vans are just ready to go first thing. Nice. Some of us want to go home, Sam. Come on.
Then what'd you do? See the cogs turning.
You can hear him think.
It was like a... Oh mate, I won't be on something here. Another road. Yeah, that looks familiar. Now what? What do I do with this?
Our new mower turned up. That's exciting. You know, we bought the little red one just to get us up and going and so that we could say yes to ride on work. But yeah, I mean, that's 15 horsepower. This is 26. This is four-wheel drive. It's got cruise control, LED lights, mulching and collection. So yeah, it's an upgrade in every dimension. Wider deck, more powerful. It'll do everything double the speed that one will. So we're pretty well equipped at the moment for taking on grass cutting jobs, whether you want things boxed or mulched. So if you do, let us know. We've got to get this thing busy now. Thing of beauty. These are some of Jay's requests so that he can keep his tools nice and sharp. We've got him a new grinder and a vise for his mower blades. This is what Jay has asked for. So we'll get him what he needs to make sure he can look after all of our kit. I don't actually think we've got anything left at the old yard now, which is great. This is the last of our sort of hoarded timber collection, so whatever we don't use to make sort of final shelving, racking systems out of that, it's going to go on the bonfire. Sorry, but otherwise it's going to sit in here for another however many years, so don't comment saying it's a waste. I know it's a waste, but otherwise it's all getting there. So just, yeah, load. So we've got 2 tippers heading out there tomorrow, so one's loaded up with the machine and a few hand tools, etc., and this one's just getting all the ply boards put on it, ready for tomorrow. Good morning, it's Wednesday. We have officially made it halfway through the week. I am heading down Brighton way again to go and have a look at a new job. It seems like a nice little project that I'm going to see. It's from a company that have been chatting to us on socials for quite a while now and seem quite keen to do something together. So yeah, it's going to be good to actually meet them and see what the project is like and their potential work is like. There's also a design company that are there, so we're going to be meeting them. They are new designers, and how do I word it? We've started to just grow a little bit cautious of new designers and their excitement in sending jobs our way. Yeah, hopefully they're open to working with us and we'll take some of what I've got to say about the design process and how the relationship between designers and contractors should work and is actually most streamlined and creates the most value and efficiency for every party involved. We will see how it goes, but potentially a new project, working with another new company and getting our foot in the door with a new design practice. So it's got the opportunity to be a good morning, and that is how I'm viewing it. We're going to be positive. Harry has just got back from his holidays today. Let's see how he's feeling. Let's see if he is actually refreshed and recharged, and if he's happy with the work that the guys have been doing there in his absence.
Holiday was good. Lovely, beautiful scenery. 1 or 2 beers. It was wholesome actually. I bought a few, I didn't bring the shells back. I collected some shells on the beach, but I forgot to bring them back. Midday Wednesday, beautiful, beautiful day, yeah. Smashing down this block paving and the last little bits of these clay pavers. I really like it, I think it's a really nice product. We did these in like one of the first big projects I did with Hardwood Landscapes in Hambledon. That was one of my favourite ones. Still is one of my favourite ones, and then yeah, whenever I do this now, it sort of reminds me, and it's like, yeah. This is called a basket weave pattern. We actually gave it to the clients to decide. We give them options between basket weave, herringbone, or like a running bond, so like a half and half. I kind of like the colours of it. It's a bit more rustic, isn't it? It's just the cuts take a while to ensure that it's all nice and tight, because obviously there's no mortar, so the tightness of the cuts and the kiln-dried sand is basically how it's all going to stay nice and snug. Still a little bit of soil to run in, and then still the bricks to point up. We still haven't had that turn up yet. And then it's just basically snagging little bits. We have till next Friday, so it's 8 days. The rest of this week and then a good Monday. Maybe a couple later finishes next week, but we don't mind those, do we?
This is the sharpening bay, or my new tools bench, which currently has 2 tools. Over time, I will collect more. So all I'm going to do is attach this blade into this vise, and then I'm going to use a little 4-inch angle grinder just to sharpen this edge up a bit. I like to have it absolutely razor sharp, as in if I was to run my finger along it, it'll cut me. If you make it too sharp and the edge is too thin, it just blunts too quickly, so there's a balance to be had somewhere between the two. But to be honest, as blades go, not as bad as I've ever seen. I've seen some with chunks taken out of them.
We've seen what Harry's up to. We've seen that Jay is looking after his maintenance tools. We're going to go and check on him, Matt. But first, let's see what Andy's up to.
What grinds my gears with Andy? At the moment, I'm trying to fix my grinder.
What's happened to it?
Not too sure.
I assume if you knew, you would have been able to fix it by now.
Just, well, yeah, exactly.
Lovely stuff. Back to the studio.
We are in Barnes, Putney area, up in London on another project for the Botanical Gardener. So we started this one a couple of weeks ago. Got a lot of the, well, basically all the dig out done and a lot of the prep work done. And basically sort of starting the build now. So this garden is a sort of like classic terraced house London garden, so it's not that interesting in terms of shape, but the designer's done something really cool and sort of like put the whole design on a 45-degree angle. So yeah, we've got basically a main sort of patio area, which is going to be done in tumbled Dijon limestone. Fencing went in as one of our first things really, painted with like a cuprinol, sort of like navy bluey colour, which I wasn't too sure of, but actually being here for a little while now, I actually quite like it. The main sort of feature is a back raised planting area. We'll then have a sandstone, planked sandstone patio area in this square here, which will feature a bespoke built fire pit that I will have to build myself, which I'm pretty excited about, pretty nervous because I don't know exactly how to do it, but it will be cool. All of the raised area, it will be cladded in a London stock brick. They give you that sort of kind of more like rustic feeling. They're sort of a yellowy burnt kind of colour, I guess. And then the bench seating will actually be built out of sleepers, like oak sleepers. So yeah, we sort of got the shape up for that. We got damp proofing course on the back, which is just like a sort of solid damp proof membrane, I guess, just to basically give us a little bit more protection on this back wall. And the last little feature on the main patio area will be a brick built sort of like kitchen worktop with some Morocco wooden doors for a little bit of storage. I think the idea is they're going to have a little pizza oven and then just like an area to chop vegetables and stuff like that. So yeah, some really nice little features in this one actually. Just sort of add something to the project, and something again when you finish the job and hand it over to the client, you just know they're going to really enjoy it. And I think that for me, that's a really nice thing that you can. They know they're going to sit with their friends, have a glass of wine, and enjoy the garden.
Mate, imagine sat here, fireplace with the boys, having a few beers.
A couple of Henry Westons.
Yeah, maybe not Henry Westons, but something like that. Yeah. That'd be nice.
Little fire.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of marshmallows.
Yeah. Wow, it's going to be lovely.
Right, we're doing it. We're going mowing. Time to put some hours on this machine. I am incredibly excited. It's very sad. It's going to be a good afternoon. I've bought my raincoat, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're in Deep Cut. It's a strange name for a place, isn't it? So this is more of a commercial project for us. So we're working for a building contractor. Yeah, a new build estate. We're putting a pathway in where it's sort of a bit of a seating area. Just sort of tidies up the area for the residents, gives them sort of little bit of a recreational area where they can sit and ponder and let the world go by. Should be a fairly quick project. We're literally just putting in edging, type 1, self-binding gravel. Should only take us about a week. There's been a few sort of hurdles to jump through with getting together risk assessments and method statements. We had to sort of make sure that we have ticketed digger drivers on site. We had to do sort of site induction, all that kind of stuff from the building contractor. So it's a little bit different, but yeah, not anything too drastic. You know, it's just a case of getting in, make a good impression, do some nice work, and yeah, I guess it's all part of that sort of ethos that we're trying to encourage by doing the work we do and working to the standards we work to. This surrounding area just dips and lumps and bumps all over the place. There's an element to which we kind of got to work to the lay of the land a little bit, but we also don't want the edging to be all over the place, so it's kind of finding a happy medium. We can fall it down this way a little bit, which is fine as long as we, yeah, as I say, as long as we've got a consistent rise or a consistent fall, but it just makes it that little bit more difficult to kind of get everything right. So that's what I'm having fun with the laser.
Oh, well, the machine was still great, still optimistic, but it just poured with rain the whole time. I am just completely soaked through. It was a pretty miserable few hours, but it's all away now, cleaned and back at the yard. You'll have to take my word for it. I didn't pull my camera out, I didn't film it because of the rain and because I sort of just wanted to get in and out there and back for some lunch and a warm shower as quickly as possible. But yeah, still positive, great machine, incredibly efficient, and I'm looking forward to a dry day where I can really see how good it is. It's Friday, we are trying again, because look at this, it's glorious. So I've been over at that maintenance job checking in on Jay anyway, and the grass is drying up really nicely, so I'm actually going to run back over there and spend an hour just going over everything again. Hopefully pick up all the little bits that we didn't pick up and leave it a bit tidier, but like I was saying, very happy with this so far. It's an investment that's really elevated what we can do and the quality of finish that we can provide, so let's go put some more hours on it. Oh, what the f